All right, so buckle up, everyone. We're diving deep into some of the more, uh, how should we say it, interesting traditions celebrated across the UK.
The kind of stuff you see in travel brochures, but maybe not the usual tourist traps.
Exactly. And we're basing our exploration on, well, this pretty entertaining video we found. It was actually aimed at people learning English, believe it or not.
Goes to show you can find cultural insights in the most unexpected places.
Seriously. Okay, so, are you ready for this? First up, cheese rolling in Gloucester.
You're kidding, right? The cheese rolling.
I wish I was. We're talking a giant wheel of double Gloucester cheese. They send it hurtling down a ridiculously steep hill, and people actually chase after it.
Oh, yeah, I've seen videos of that. It's insane. People get absolutely wiped out.
Wipeouts are putting it mildly. Broken bones, sprains, it's a real hazard. But that doesn't seem to stop anyone.
You gotta admire the dedication, I guess. But what's the appeal? Is it the thrill of the chase? The glory of cheese?
I mean, who doesn't love cheese? But it goes deeper than that. This thing has been going on for centuries. And for the folks in Gloucester, it's a huge point of local pride. It's like this crazy mix of simplicity, just chasing cheese, but with this intense, almost primal competition.
It's like a bizarre metaphor for life or something. You're risking it all for this. Cheese.
Maybe we're overthinking it. But it does make you think about those shared rituals, those things that bring people together, however strange they may seem.
Speaking of strange rituals, are we going to talk about Guy Fawkes Night? Because that's a whole other level of intense.
Oh, we're absolutely getting to Bonfire Night. Bonfires, fireworks, parades. It's a spectacle for sure.
But, of course, there's a pretty dark history behind it. The gunpowder plot, remember? Guy Fawkes trying to blow up Parliament back in 1605.
I vaguely remember that from history class. Wasn't it a religious thing?
Yeah, big time. England was going through a lot of religious upheaval back then, and that's a key part of the story. But the plot was foiled, hence the celebration.
It's fascinating how it's evolved, though, right? From this specific historical event to this big autumn celebration, it's like a national sigh of relief combined with, let's blow stuff up.
Exactly. History mixed with modern-day revelry makes you think about how traditions change, how they adapt. All right, ready for something even weirder?
Hit me with it.
Bog snorkeling in Wales.
Wait, bog snorkeling. Like, snorkeling in a bog.
You heard right. Basically, they dig these long trenches filled with, you guessed it, muddy bog water, and people race through it with snorkels.
This has to be a joke. People actually do this.
Dead serious. And it's not just some random thing. They have championships and everything.
Okay, that's pretty wild. You have to have a certain sense of humor, I think, to even consider it. But you know what? It's also kind of inspiring in a way. It's like, yeah, life can be messy and unpredictable, but you just got to embrace it, even if it means getting covered in mud.
Maybe that's the takeaway here. All right, let's cleanse our palates with something a bit more elegant. Morris dancing.
I've seen pictures. The costumes are amazing.
Oh, it's more than just costumes. The bells, the handkerchiefs, the sticks.
Yeah.
There's a whole intricate choreography. It's like a living piece of history.
It's giving me Renaissance fair vibes. But is that accurate?
Well, it's definitely old, possibly even dating back to the 15th century. The exact origins are a bit of a mystery, but it's been around for ages. That much is certain.
It's cool how it survived for so long. It must really resonate with people.
I think it speaks to that human need for tradition, for connecting with the past, even if we don't fully understand it.
Makes you think about the traditions we carry with us, right? Where they come from, why they matter. All right, last one. This one's for all the foodies out there.
Let me guess. Haggis hurling.
Close. Pancake day races.
Oh, of course. The classic. Running with a hot frying pan, flipping pancakes. What's not to love?
It's so quintessentially British, isn't it?
Absolutely. And it actually ties into Shrove Tuesday, the day before Lent begins. Traditionally, it was a day to use up all those rich foods before the fasting season.
Clever way to avoid waste. And then someone decided, hey, let's make this into a race.
Something like that. And it's a fun, family-friendly tradition that stood the test of time.
So there you have it. 5 unique UK traditions. From the downright dangerous to the delightfully delicious.
It's amazing how these traditions, however strange or silly they may seem, offer us a glimpse into a culture, its history, and its values.
They make you think about your own traditions, too. What are those things you do, those rituals you hold dear that connect you to your community, your past, your sense of self? What makes them meaningful?
Great questions. And hopefully this deep dive has sparked some curiosity. You never know. You might find yourself wanting to roll some cheese, snorkel in a bog, or, perfect your pancake flipping technique.
Who knows what adventures await? Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Be sure to tune in next time, where we'll be exploring. Well, let's just say it'll be another fascinating journey into the unexpected.
Until then.